So between seeing Beyonce for the umpteenth time and celebrating my wedding anniversary, I had a pretty good summer. Robert and I went on a cruise with my god family for the first time in almost a decade. I've been cruising with them since I was about 14 and for every 2 years after that until 2016. Funny thing is, Robert and I have said numerous times to each other that we needed to go on a cruise somewhere. It wasn't until my godfather told me about the family cruise one day. Immediately I texted Robert because it was finally our moment. We had to go on this cruise. We'd been waiting for the right time and this was it. The great thing about the cruise is we paid it off over a year. Monthly payments are really a cheat code, and when you look at it, it makes the price of a cruise a little bit more attainable. The way my anxiety is set up, I didn't want any issues, so Robert and I rode up to Cape Canaveral the day before. If you live in Central Florida, you know I-4 can be unpredictable and the traffic is crazy. So boom, we get on the boat as early as we can and walk straight to the Lido deck where it was popping per usual. Folks were already in the pool, but my first thought was getting a drink. We chopped it up with my folks for some time until we were able to get inside our room. Our boat sailed off from the dock, and that's when the trip got really real. Our luggage was waiting for us when we arrived at our room. Shout out to our travel agent Pat for leaving us a bottle of wine as a welcome gift. We got acquainted with the room, then it was time for me to take a disco nap to get my energy back up. The first night of each cruise is White Night to celebrate all of our relatives who have passed away. Fortunately, the night's menu was available on Carnival's app. What I really love about food on the cruise is it is insanely abundant. I didn't order much for dinner, but I did get a couple things. Nothing too serious. I ordered duck rolls, broiled stripped loin steak, and a slice of their sugar-free navel orange cake. Robert had a slice of it too, and we both agreed we thought it wasn't going to be as good since it was sugar-free. Our servers all dressed up in their frilly sleeves and gave us a show. It took me back to past cruises when they dance and get the crowd involved. One of my cousins got up and started dancing with the servers, so that made for a good, funny moment. I'm sure I told Robert several times that night that my family looked so good in white. After dinner, we walked back to our room with my godparents, whose room was a couple doors down the hall from us. Our room was nice, but theirs was amazing with the amount of ocean view they had. White night is always a good start to the cruise ship. Considering this is our first one in close to a decade, I was really excited to see what the voyage had in store for us. We passed out in bed, ready to start the next day. Follow me for more food adventures, cruise outfits, and more. See you later.